Yes. After 10,000 years, time is no longer subjective. Histories of jealousy and diligence. I've already generated Gibbosaurid, the momentous universe. In which to Dwarf. Soon. I have not created a bin for people to throw dwarf names into at this time. I probably will. Later. I need no tutorial. I have been here before. Fresh coat of paint. Same foundations. The Mahogany Land. Perfectly cromulent world we got here. This is a medium size? Mostly default settings. I went with less than maximum mineral density. I prefer for minerals to be spread out. I like needing to look around a bit. I don't like having my generic architectural rock interrupted too often. The Gulf of Sacrifice. Joyous wildland. The Hills of Humidity. The Island of Balls. Frigid, home of the Hermetic Glaciers. The Desert of Roasting. The Forest of Hailing. Get closer. Tell me more of this Island of Balls. Like there's some pretty good like crossover points where a lot of biomes would be close together. You're on Massive Hill. Big hill out of the bridal jungle. Bunch of cold desert. It's not very tall. cold, untamed wildland with moderate. Oh, there's a lot of metals under the Hailing Forest. Light aquifer abounds, which very work withable. Oh, but the tundra is dry. Yeah, this actually seems like it's a pretty good spot, like along this brook, so we get some woodland on the surface, but mostly flat open space over here that goes down into nice dry dirt. Okay, there's aquifer closer to the stream. Lack of aquifer farther away from it. It's flux all throughout the area. Yeah, Dwarf is going to remain in development forever. The existence of official for-sale graphic layer is going to help. Gotta keep that operating. Don't want to be exposed to too many trees, lest the fort be taken by the wood madness. Go with a 5x5 embark zone? Yeah, that seems right. We won't quite have the source of the stream. But we'll also have clay. Good. Clay, but not sand. That's fine. Salt water. Yeah, it's fine. The aquifer is probably clean. Ominous. I've yet to see any confirmation of what deep economy entails. Let us prepare, though. Adventure awaits. Step 1, name the fortress. Breadproblems. Also good that you can like hit random for individual sections of the name, so I could just the pulp of sorrow. Or right, breakfast. Breakfast is in there. Oh, and it also randomizes within whatever you've filtered for. That would entail a bread problem. Breakfast killer. Breakfast of obstacles. Home of challenge dining. Oh. Well, okay. First thing to investigate, what animal options do we have? Look at that dog. We got yak, mule, donkey, haunts, cattle, sheep, buffalo, reindeer, goose, llama, alpaca, guinea fowl, peacock, turkey, and domesticated rabbit. Goose Fortress. So, pair of dog, pair of cat. Knowing full well choosing the form of a destructor. Starting pair of sheep. So I guess with us being way out on the scrubland, there might be problems with getting good surfaces for sheep to graze on. We'll see when we get there. Goose. Probably just have the wiki open on the side for consultation. Is there anything particular about dwarven geese? The second largest domestic bird after the turkey. Only take a full year to reach adulthood. So actually a pretty high throughput bird. They lay only small batches of eggs. So if you want a bird for its eggs, goose is not a peak option. But if you want a bird to have birds, geese can fly even when assigned to pastures. If they decide to land on an isolated roof, your dwarves will complain endlessly about not being able to get the goose off of the damn roof. Dwarves can admire geese for their formation flying. Alright, so starter supplies. Let us add some adjustments here. Definitely need more cave wheat if we are bread problem. Anvil, axes, picks, starter beverages, giant weasel meat. That's just the first thing we grabbed off the shelf. Makes sense. Eggs, thread, rope. Points of stuff left. Spider silk is available for purchase. The usual, well, what do you want for leather options? Cave blob? Cave blob. You know, blob skin. Blob. It's... small rare creatures who inhabit the third layer caverns. They lack bones or organs. Filled with a fluid that causes short-term pain and blisters. Skin is covered with this fluid as well. Biologically immortal, only die from violence. Fascinating. We could probably find a cheap leather that is, I guess that is cheap leather because it is infused with irritant. Just take some yak. Don't really need any pre-made furnishings. Wood, we should be able to... There are trees on site. Be fine to just grab what we can. Metal, likewise, we'll dig for it. Emeralds. Bricks. Can make basic ammo on site. Bring an additional pick and axe. Can mobilize more labor if needed. Don't need to roll out with armor, probably, maybe. We'll see when we get there. Musical instruments that are made of metal. The Sungor and the Uzam. Also the Luk, which is made of wood. That looks to be pipes, drums, and this might be an organ. You know, the necessities that you need to bring with you when starting a new fortress, like your pipe organ. Bring more beverages. Especially since these will be pre-barreled. Cheese options. Do bring plaster. That's important medical equipment. Bring a tiny bit of silk thread and silk cloth just in case a mood demands it. Yeah, under similar reasoning, a bucket of sand that I can just Roast into glass on site. It's been a ways since last I dwarfed. Play is available on site. Don't even know what kind of wildlife is waiting for me. 140 points left. Do we have... Yeah, let's get a cheap crossbow. 2 of them. We'll sharpen some wood on arrival. For ammo purposes. Throw the rest of the points into spare animals. Sheep are very expensive. Geese. Ten points of supplies left. Alright, we'll see. First of all, dwarfs. No front compound. Butter. The butter barbs. Or the butter bane. Yes. Group symbol. Opportunity to briefly peer into legends. Yes, good, simple, to the point. Tells you everything you need to know about the fort. There's geese, there's lunch. So, things to do. Mining. Wood handling. Farming. Just getting like core professional things onto people. Doctor. Doctor/expedition leader. Meng is in charge. Meng knows what they're doing. Patient, traditional, good memory, bashful, analytical, proud. Meng knows what they're doing. Gripped with crippling shyness. Absorbed in delusions of self-importance. Confident under pressure. Doesn't focus on material goods. Likes to brawl. Rarely feels discouraged. Speaks in monotone when annoyed. Licks his lips when nervous. Has a habit of stretching his body during pauses in conversation. Meng knows what he's doing. Looking good, Meng. So, mining, wood. Initial wood cutter can also be carpenter. And bowyer. Wood burner. General woodologist. Anything wood adjacent. That's your job. You interact with wood so others don't have to, so they can keep at a safe distance from the wood. Give you some axe skill. Bit of dodge, bit of bite, bit of wrestling. Atsir, who is humorless, good intuition, good analytics, disdains loyalty, slow to love, disdains merriment. At my best under pressure. Utterly humorless, not the type to fall in love or even develop positive feelings. Prone to strong feelings of jealousy. Trusting. Moved by art and natural beauty. Troubled by this since they dislike the natural world. exactly sort of people who end up doing the woodwork since no one else will. Mining is something that is kind of full-time. Will just juice you up to proficient at mining. You will tunnel very fast. I'll have to decide if there's anything else I want you to be particularly adept in. I guess a little bit of Spear Dwarf. If picks still count as spears for weapon purposes, they might. Wrestle, dodge, bite. Discipline. Disdain, sacrifice, good with language, good focus, high social awareness, incurious and not envious. Rarely moved by curiosity, rarely jealous. Takes offered help and gifts without feeling particularly grateful, generally finds himself quite hopeful about the future. Tends to be passive in discussions. Becomes very focused during conversations when he's angry. Laughs loudly whenever he's surprised. Alright, so on. Hit him. Alright, I had started you off with Planter. That's fairly worth dialing up a bit. Farm skill determines harvesting yields. Having very capable farmers, important on that front. Secondary jobs like bone carving. Milling, threshing, herbalizing. No idea if there will be any bees available. On site, time will tell. Some amount of ongoing development has also happened alongside the graphic layer here. I've not looked over the changelog to see exactly what's new since the last time that I went in and struck Earth. No, not tanning. Not that it matters much for these introductory ranks other than just kind of being a short list of things I want this character to do. Guess I could give you some chef. Hit him who resists sickness, has high willpower, is ungrateful, is frail, is impatient, and not easily depressed. Likes to dress well. Alright, so 3 more people to assign things to. Create, like, a mason. Stone cutter, stone carver, engraver. Stone crafter, just rocks. All kinds. Secondary miner. Cutting and setting gems. Second rank of mason. Or other Solon, who disdains harmony, has a good memory, is frail, clumsy, poor kinesthetic sense, high social awareness, doing fine. The cost of an anvil for, like, starting build points is different than its cost in Dwarf books from a caravan. Putting an anvil on the wagon has always been affordable, to the point that it's kind of a free include. Alright, so Bemble and Dusum. Need someone who does meat. Butcher, chef. Tanner, leather worker. Gilder, shearer, spinner. Or, nah, spinner will be for somebody else. You can be cloth. Could start with a hunter. Marksdorf, dodge, observe, and where's sneaking? Well, that might be ambush. Though really, hunter is a full-time job. You have one person who is out chasing things and another who is sitting at home processing and collecting. Covers quickly. Disdains martial prowess. Perfectionist, clumsy, creative. You will know how to fire the crossbow exactly so that you don't have to use it, generally. You also need a supplier of ammunition, or to accept that your hunter is just going to bludgeon things. Hunting is not a job to get into right off the start of a young fortress, unless you know that there's easy prey in your biome. So, you... Would have made you brewer instead of ambusher. There we go. Leaving this dwarf. Weaver, clother, dyer. Spinner. Animal caretaker. I'm not going to go with a fisher right away. Fishers seem to be pretty common among the general dwarf population anyway. Migration should give you a fisher dwarf pretty early. You can also just tell anyone to be a fisher dwarf. You had a shear as well. 3 more points. Soap maker. Tough, disdains independence, not dutiful, disdains merriment, high stamina, recovers quickly. Points left for supplies. Yeah, works out well enough. Finally. Okay, good. We start paused by default. Time to get to know the new UI. Don't know why this man's window is stacked on top of the everything else. That seems a bit... Okay, fine. So, mouse wheel, vertical control. WASD control mouse wheel for zoom. There we are. So there's the frozen brook. Got kind of some swampland around it. Yeah, got our fire clay hill that we're standing on top of. Some dolomite. We have like partially soil on this layer. And then up on the hill we have larch and bayberry. Some pine. Little bit of even higher hill up here. And our initial wagon is just situated here. What free animals did we get? Two male yak. Okay, there is grass up on the hill. Once the woods thaw, that will be usable as pasture. So I need to knock out a couple of trees to start making decisions about where to dig, how to dig. Yeah, once I get down to the caverns proper, I can set up underground grazing. Start with, though, I'm going to have to fortify the hill. I want to have somewhere to keep my various creatures. Gonna be a lot of general button waggling. Just look around and see where everything lives now. Powerful new tool present here. Define sets of work and then en masse apply those rules to people. No one should fish. Fishing is verboten. Hunting, also verboten. Yes, the brook is frozen for now. There will be no water to interact with. Guess my initial setup can be like dig into this hill here. Set up an enclosure on top of it. Possibly like channel away some of this space to turn this into a freestanding point. Okay, so there's plenty of depth to work with here from the map edge over to the face of the hill here. Ah, yes, the smart stairs button. Source of joy for many. So at first, let's just kind of operate within the dirt layer. Things to do right away. Fell trees create beds. Get a miscellaneous starting area dug out. Kind of create volume and decide what to do with it later. I guess also important while we're getting situated here. What manner of local beasts? Kangaroo. Ominous. And giant falcons. There might be some importance in getting everybody inside sooner than later. First, put the doctor in charge of everything. Activate the spare miner. Okay, zoom controls are also up there. Local rye. And okay, it looks like the interior of the hill is pretty solidly dirt. Non-contiguous stockpiles. Which, that was possible before, but now it's also more convenient to just create expanses. Set up an initial wood pile there. Throw down carpenter shop. Posed of the wood. Okay, there are sub-menus. I'm not gonna make my trade depot out of wood. Go deeper first. Farming plots. May as well attempt to start learning new hotkey workflow. Build workshop farm plots. Right, I need those to actually be plowed before they will be put into action. M for mining designations.
Beep.
And I need to descend. And then just hollow out an initial space here. See what kind of rock we have on hand.
Beep.
A little bit of quarrying. The work order system is powerful. Greatly enhanced. Okay, down here we have more clay for the moment.
Beep.
Install my initial pasture up here on the hill. I think the sheep and the yaks are the only creatures that need the pasture. Can still stow everything else here just to keep it vaguely under control. Or no, geese will go where they please. For now, until I create the nesting space for them. Cats do what they want. Dogs do what they want. Last I had seen, birds can live indoors. And well, I'm going to create some communal spaces initially as just like a preliminary way to get our foot in the door. Up here while we still live in the dirt. I do have some goals. There was also light aquifer in the woods, though, so I don't think I'm actually going to hit rock until I manage to go for... Well, out here there's like the occasional dolomite ramp into a wall of clay. The walls are solid, though. Bees! Bees confirmed! Perfect, the site is blessed. Alright, let me just drive a little exploratory spike out here. Like 5 layers down, see if that hits rock.
Beep.
Build furniture, bed. Furniture, bed. Right, the biggest change since last I played, a very good decision that was made as part of moving into this version, is rooms and zones were fused. So it's a bedroom and dormitory and office, instead of being an aura that you emit from a specific piece of furniture. They are a zone that uses the relevant furnishings to do its job. So I can create, say, a dorm and a meeting hall by just drawing a space on the ground and then putting the furniture into it later. Establish official clay gathering pit, I guess. Dirt. Dirt. More dirt. More dirt. Keep going. Alright, 5 more down. Let's get a better core sample. Oop. Alright, hold on. So, fields. My fields. My fields. Get the basics set up. Dimple cups, or no, not dimple cup. Lump helmet on all off seasons. Yeah, so cave wheat over there, pigtails over here for now. Just to get preliminary production. Also, soil quality is a thing now. The caves have better soil than the surface, naturally. You have a reason to want to descend, to get to the good dirt. The true dirt that hasn't been exposed to the destructive rays of the sun. Dirt that has never seen a tree. Cat is helping. Good cat. Hollow out some initial kitchen space. Guess I can begrudgingly make some wood table. Or I may as well get to know the work order menu. Create the manager first, so table. Tables, chairs. Doors, even a rudimentary wooden barrier. So, build workshops. Part of the farm submenu. Yeah, still butcher, tanner, kitchen. And install a basic food pile over here. Alright, what news from the dig site? Rock. That's 6 layers down. Okay, good. Then it is dolomite and siltstone. You don't have to go that far down in order to start hitting stone. Won't need to rely on this terrible dirt farm for too long. Office for expedition leader. Where I can install table and chair. Build portal right now. Alright, good. All the food is being brought over to storage. Have plants in the ground. Right, so here's general work orders. Automation. Every month, if we do not have 10 beds in storage, we have 10 logs available, make more beds. Yes, good, and that is all still there. Kitchen menu. Hey, kitchen menu, do not cook the plump helmets. Do not cook the seeds. Do not cook with the drinks. Do cook with the meat and fish. Stuff. I make nest boxes out of wood, right? Hold on. Was not focused in. Ask. Nest. Or is that a craft job? Yeah. Quarry out some rocks. Yeah, free chain. One more door to cap off the storage room. Alright, and I should keep aware of the alerts. Coal! Coal! We got bitumen! The site is blessed. 265 instances of stockpile officer demanding an office. Well, you have it. What more do you need? Oh wait, Meng and Solon have separately been assigned positions. Alright, I also need an office for Meng. Fine. Delicious. Yeah, the soundtrack is quite good. Just being a selection of noises. Is priority still available here? Yes. Good. But yeah, one point of concern. When a dwarf does enter a hazardous creative mood, that at least as of right now doesn't get quite as much attention as it probably should. I have seen the wood madness claim many lives. There's nest box. And if I'm declaring masonry now, then yeah, the other Solon should stop digging. Start doing other work. Get a few more basic shops carved out of the dirt. There. Other open air dirt office installed. It is now summer. Not 2 layers of coal, even. Nice. Only good news from our preliminary excavation of the local dirt. And the brook has thawed. Water is known. Clear official water source. And official fishing spot. Might move down to like this incline here. That would put the fort as a whole closer to the core of the map. First big architecture project is I need to fence in some pasture for my strange and terrible beasts. How much ground does a yak need? Second largest of all domestic creatures. Thus, they take a lot of grass. I might butcher those yaks, just to free up space for my sheep. Recommended pasture size for a yak is a 9x5. Hefty. That's per animal, as opposed to a 3x2 being enough ground for a sheep. Strong candidate for ultimate life form. What can't sheep do? Well, okay as well here, so labor. No, that's logging. Y for the labor menu. Yeah, auto kitchen, auto tan, auto fish cleaning. Don't weave all thread. Auto weave dyed thread, sure. Just gather things. children will do various chores. The big list of all rocks. Oh, with just a built-in magma safety reminder. Good. Work orders, though, so... Additional work order. Things that are on my mind. Let's see. Just plain old rock blocks. Give me some bricks. Maintain a supply of 100 bricks. Leave like 20 regular rocks laying around. Make them in batches of 10 a day, at most. Save some time for other things. Mug. One-off order of... like 50 mugs. No, not 50 shops. That's fine. 50 mugs. And just do more digging out in the quarry for the moment. Create a rock stockpile. Clothing and leather pile. Okay, clothing, just a clothing pile. Sneak a leather works in up here. Made of wood. Yeah, custom piles would open up the gates to doing the rest. And our basic offices are enough for what we have here. Install a 7th bed in the dorm. Traffic control, minecarts, burrows, designations. Smoothing, plant gathering. Justice objects, nobles. Okay, a lot of these all exist together in the tabs of this menu. Get 4 tables. Four chairs. Create rudimentary wooden dining hall. Oh yeah, living in here, there's a couple of advanced designation modes. Those have existed for a while for mining. Things like dig only ore and gems and auto mine the same type. So for example, here where we have the exposed wall of coal, I could tag one of those and that will just continue to propagate out through the coal seam until it is exhausted. Likewise over here. It's good stuff. Build my initial depot here. To make you out of brick. Oh, that's another work order I should throw onto the pile. Right, boxes. Make many, many wooden boxes. Make like 25 of those to start. It's dwarves. You'll love to see it. Cave wheat is in. Guess I should create one kern. Oh, right, no, that's the loom, not the mason shop. That's alright, so in the realm of work orders, Just have the fallback automation. Make sure that a reserve of 40 beverages being maintained whenever possible. Lemonade. Lemonade? Lemonade. Site's looking good. That's iron. Just right here. Ready to go. I need to, like, pick somewhere else to dig in and start getting really settled. Coal, iron, and bees. Everything you need. I'll build fence up from the ground. Ditch digging can happen later. Okay, so my current entrance is right there at that point in the hill. Suppose I should enclose something like this. Well, okay, may as well have the wall be outside of the pasture as much as possible. Come out to around here. Though I also don't have that much material stockpiled yet. Put down some placeholders. One there. Build construction. Wall. There. I enclose that. That should be a pretty healthy amount of pasture for my sheeps. Wood bins are under construction. I got any wheelbarrows? Designated the use of wheelbarrow. Yeah, there you go. Proper hauling technology. So some fundamentals are underway. Y'all want to enclose and fortify a section of the grassland up here for temporary pasturing. Which I guess as well, so I can extrude the pasture land out a bit more. Yeah, just cover everything inside. Thousand tiles should be good for a while. Okay, enclose this, fortify it a little bit, and then try to rearrange things so that I have, like... I want to create some core space down here in the rock layer. This also means I should chart out how far down I need to go to hit rock from over here. Let's cut another flight of stairs. See how deep this soil really is. Create tiny finished goods stockpile. Just somewhere to pile up the mugs as they get done. Alright, we dive. Dirt, 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 still dirt. Dolomite. Okay, perfect. And the aquifer isn't even in the way. Because the aquifer doesn't start until you actually go out under the woods. Oh, my first migrants arrived while I wasn't looking. Well then. New friends. Another woodener. Smith, a metal crafter, a child. Soapman. Now let's see the full breakdown here. Your skills are just adequate woodcutting. Install those geese. Need a proper goose chamber. Build furnishing. Chair with an R. So, with the arrival of a few new people, it kind of creates sufficient yeah, there we go. The notifications definitely need to be louder about when they pop up. I think there's just cause here to think about some restructuring. Oh, also I could make this smaller patch of grass into sheep country. Snow only falls on the grass. Raw clay is immune to snow. Bring the sheep over here. The yaks can stay up top. Then carve a trench out of here and get the earth wall here to do a bit of work for me in terms of creating the fortification. Maybe there's still a lot of room to, well, there's always a lot of room to think about possibilities, instruction. Surface -5 is where the dirt ends and the rock begins. Yeah, just sitting here thinking about other flavorful ways to go about land management other than the usual, like, default to creating big, scalable communal spaces for high density living, and then putting the shops in some sort of shared factory cave. When I could instead set up some manner of hill dwarfs. About windmills. Hmm. We do have that coal and iron already, so getting started on metalworking is actually pretty viable looking. Hmm. Feeling positively whelmed. Possibilities abound. I haven't dug up the limonite yet, but it's there waiting to be worked on. It's down here? Down here. Somewhere down here. Or... there it is. Yeah, definitely a point against this tile set versus the basic visuals. The fact that ore would usually be some kind of symbol rather than a flat background made it immediately pop out where, important rocks were versus common rocks. Could definitely use something to signal boost. But yeah, I've got it in mind to kind of think about laying out the fortress as more of a village. So, like, since pasture land is going to be up here, I could have, say, stairs from here down to here. And then, like, farming workspace, farming fields, and further down, actually into the stone, a proper farmer's home. Yeah, so like stairs down to here? Here. This is the first stone layer we know of. Like, dwarfs do like to have a good shared... You need to have a party hall. That's just part of basic quality of life. So, limited private space over here. And then party hall over there. Farm-related workshops off over in this direction. And yeah, I can always supplement burrowing with construction in order to sculpt whatever particular kind of space I want. I wonder if farming generates much noise. That well, farming isn't like farming isn't happening at all hours of the night. Oh, it should be fine. Should be fine. It's fine. How loud could plants be? And connect up to that other stairwell. Create a bit of an open space around the stairs and then, like, set up a little module where there is a mason's shop, an amount of storage immediately relevant to the mason's shop, and then just off in the corner, living space for one stonemason. Either off to the side or, like, tucked away underneath it. That shop could then be made the direct property of the dwarf who lives proximate to it. Something like that. And okay, like over there I did like a 6. A 7. Local noises. Hematite, also pleasant, also present, also pleasant. Someone else should dig. Soap maker, strike the earth. Prioritize. Creating my new industry space. Well, okay, lower priority for like the residential portion of that. But to get started, definitely burrow out all of those. Keep looking happy. Right, goose. Goose. Must be prepared to accommodate birds. It's some sort of birdarium. Geese live in caves, right? If we tell them to. How is the food stock? Bricks are piling up nicely. We have vacant barrels. We have a couple of rope. So I could also leash the dogs in places for security. All my current doors are installed. I should make more doors. Make doors of stone. The mugs are accumulating steadily. And okay, the first plum helmet harvest went fine. And we have pigtail. We have wheat. Farm shop. Process plants on loop. Thresh everything we've got. High priority? High priority. Transcribe the entire universe. Bins completed. Initial wave of blocks completed. More minerals. Autumn is here. Goose Cave is not yet dug. Increase the priority here. Yeah, a supply of even more iron is also good to see. Okay, so build furniture. Or, where do nest boxes live now? As a workshop? As a farm-related workshop, yes. Nest box. Create goose chamber. Alright, caravan arriving for year 1. Largen up the goosery. Build workshop, farm, nest. Old portal. Regular. Stone door. Those also labor. Work orders. Can we get some hatches? Broker to the depot. Finished good bins to the depot. Bring out the mugs. File. Non-economic stone pile. None ore. None coal. None clay. Standard rock only. Or dolomite is an economic state. Is dolomite a flux? Yes, we have steel just sitting in front of us. Steel fort, right away. Perfect. Site's blessed. Even more coal. You'll love to see it. And yeah, I can delete that carpenter shop. Well, farmer's doing what he do. Threshing away. Yeah, all we're missing is a volcano, which even without the volcano, there's guaranteed to be magma if you dig deep enough. That's just a fact of life. Auto dig. demonstrated in motion. There's a coal seam doing what it do. Now the rest of that coal is over there. Hematite is just over here where I was creating the farm cabins. Yes, maybe I get some furnaces set up over here as well. For that early metal working. Oh, some of the rock extends up into this. So yeah, the farming should happen at higher layers. Geese. Production begins. Okay, so commerce. What have we got? No, still unloading. Fine. Okay, that's the liaison arriving. Nice. Lamb is succeeding. The snow didn't melt at all off of the grass. We have permanent... Okay, some of the snow thawed by early autumn. A lot of it didn't, though. And the brook has refrozen. Yeah, we only have surface water for a very short span of the year. It's probably something to work on. Plant supply seems to be doing fine, though. Yeah, the plump helmets are thriving. Alright, what do you got? Copper, silver, zinc, single brick, some rope. Flasks. Instruments, toys. Cages, including a goose. Barrels. Well, okay, as far as things to sell, let me just mark the mugs. Traditional starting export. Nothing but mugs. Accounting for about 800 bucks. They bring buckets, spears, crossbow, some boots, some coats. Like some boxes of cheap leather. Selection of meats. Sure. Selection of fish. Cheese. We can't afford this book. Question flasks or thoughts on flasks. Literature is too powerful for the moment. Alright, successful trade. Clear out the bins. Broker may now leave. Diplomacy. Right, because another thing that was mostly added since the last time I paid much attention to dwarfing is that there's more events on the world map now. You can actually send your military out to expedite. You can make the news. quests though. I want brought out here. Blaster. Yeah, mostly just be sure to bring plaster. Otherwise, whatever. You do you, man. They have an interest in refined coal and large gems. Now, before I do too much that starts adding value to the fortress, I should probably do more to like secure the surface. Make it possible to lock the place down. Just a smelter and a smithy should be enough to get started with metal. Stockpile for ore, stockpile for metal bars. Stockpile for coal. Something like that. I'll figure out some manner of more elaborate use of space, given time. Get more of the perimeter wall up. Gradually string all of this together. What is still inside of the wagon? Bag, another axe, weapons mostly. The plaster, the sand. Okay, nothing perishable is over there. That's good to see. There are quality of life improvements, and it feels weird. Both of these things are true, and good for dwarfing. So you have that standing work order to just, yeah, always make more blocks whenever possible. The brick supply should hold up. Ridge. Drawbridge pointed up. Though we now need our mason to actually catch up with brick demand. Right, I need a mechanic shop. Temporarily establish one up in the dirt sector. Yeah, it's been great to see people who had previous interest in Dwarf but were too intimidated or disoriented by the ASCII interface finally feel like they can give it a shot. Opening up a whole new world. Yes, I'll have this side of the wall go like here-ish, and that'll be my core enclosure. That'll be my keep. Assemble the basic couple of gears that we will need in order to control the bridge. Clear off the quarrying orders from over here. We'll return to that pit at some point. For now, it served its purpose of getting us our first rocks. We have new rocks, though. Oh, and, yeah, hey, laborer, we may as well set up here. New work detail. Of all metalsmithing tasks. Designate Metallo. Bob the Smith. And to could also the Smith, which also, yeah, very convenient that then this sorts your dwarf list. Even more fishers have arrived. We have fish now. The fish dissector. Weirdo Prime. Guess we keep that somewhere Up high. Somewhere that appropriately contains the fish stank. Geese. Geese are thriving. Get the rest of the nest boxes installed here properly. Make the bricks in batches of 20. Let the geese walk around a little more. Oh boy, for harassing our dogs. It's fine, only one of them died. We already had several pup. The dogs will be fine. Get that set up so we can grind some of our wheat. An owl may have also been causing problems somewhere. An owl is scaring our lambs. No one seems to be dying yet, though. Let's see. Creature list. The notifications really could stand to be louder. Yes, there was a jaguar out there. There's a giant eagle out there. Giant falcon. And big owl. All the more importance in getting the surface properly sealed off. We can withdraw into the deep. Getting closer. Right, I need something. I need one of the other furnaces first to refine my fuel. Right, that would give me charcoal. The wood furnace. Hold on, let me... The old fuel industry. Smelter or magma smelter, furnace operating. Yeah, make coke from coal. Which I guess the issue is we need one charcoal to start the process. Yes. There we go. Mystery solved. Need the one fuel to beget the others. Then once I have a healthy supply of fuel, which I guess also, yes, other materials, coal bar. That might do. Solon, you're my main mason, aren't you? No, you're just kind of a guy. Right, there's definitely further explicit sorting out of labor that I will want to do in some prolonged frozen time. Okay, this Solon, who is now an accomplished miner. You, my guy, for that. Hmm. At least food and drink both exist as we proceed into late autumn. Because for the time being, I can shove more beds into the dormitory. Foods are still mostly adequate. Winter arrives. Yeah, there haven't been any combat logs against the giant owl. People are afraid of it, but it hasn't attacked anyone yet that we know of. Dingo. Dingo swarm. We are here in cold Australia. I'm gonna throw down a second masonry shop just out here in the open air. What is stonecutter as a job type? How do I drill down into this? Or are all the defaults locked in place? In which case, this would be a redundant job category. Everybody smooths. Coke is coming together nicely. With that, I can make some iron. Begin to think about steel. What are people routinely returning to the wagon for? Create some kind of miscellanea pile out here. Furniture. Everything but food. Yeah. Fallback stockpile. Okay, someone is working the kern. Good on them. We have bags. Probably. Give people a chance to get away from that owl. Or find an opportunity to destroy that owl. Iron. It's here. It's real. Yeah, just kind of set up another wood pile down here to bring logs over from the woods. Look up and remind myself of the full steel workflow here. Two iron, two flux. Make an iron, you make it into a pig iron. Then an iron combined further with that pig iron makes ye steel. Now smelt another hematite. Alright, I should also install a control switch for the drawbridge. Drop that here in the courtyard. It's gradually shaping up. But where do I go to make the hog iron? Forge that. Single Pig iron bar. And I guess I could also throw down a work order for oak. Heck, it was hiding in here somewhere. There it were. Morale is a bit low. Well, once we know the fortifications are in place, I can start thinking about improving quality of life within the fort. Okay, so late winter, most of the ground has thought we haven't gotten fresh snow to recover the ground. Interesting. Sheep seem happy. Let us destroy the wagon. Create weapon pile. Extend the size of our basic pantry here. And let's see. 8 of wood. Stockpile up to 500 wooden ammo. Cats are very helpful in their role as building inspectors. Cat will find every gap in your defenses. Okay, fish dissector over here. What are you? Not altruistic, frail, cheerful, gregarious, low stamina. Fish dissector, carpenter. Well, dabbling in some other things because that's just publicly available work. A lot of people have need of religion. Should assemble a temple somewhere. Single steel. A generic, non-specific shrine will probably be a good idea here. Get a statue made. Dedicate a space. This vacant party hall over here. Or, no, not a stockpile. A zone. Is it a type of meeting area? Yes, new temple. Unspecified. And while we're at it, create an animal training zone up here on the surface. I guess. And a garbage dump just outside. Well, that's 1 year without grievous incident. Set up fruit foraging up here in the woods. Forbid the use of the step ladder for now. In construction of these walls. Steel. Yes, this should amount to the basics of a perimeter. Not a very good one yet. You want to build it a little taller, install some guard positions on it. But we at least have the foundations of a curtain wall. Where are you going? Storing an item. Oh, you're probably grabbing more stuff from the other quarry. The lever should be ready to go now. I can always give it a quick test before we close off the fence. Yep, bridge is good to go. I believe at some point bridge smashing was reduced in power from its full ability. There are things that can survive, that can win a fight against a bridge. Okay, folks are gathering in the temple. We'll install our one randomly chosen statue. What even is it? Find out when it gets here. Okay, yeah, and the soundtrack is dynamic based on context. We get the ominous hooting up here on the surface, where just the ambient Australiality of our biome. There's no escaping it. This entire valley is just a naturally occurring didgeridoo. But then if we dive down into the temple and just loiter here long enough, instead the party noises will kick in. What is this a statue of? Of Solon Fountain Post. Which, alright, yeah, entirely sensible first statue to roll. Just founders of the Butterbane. There they are. This is what you've signed up for. This is where you live now. It wouldn't surprise me if founding of the fort is like a default high priority topic. May as well tag these resources for auto extraction. We've burrowed down directly into this coal and iron living side by side in a flux layer. The embark could not be more blessed. So, that much said and done, we are... Yeah, especially when you account for, like, the weeks that you miss out on travel time at the start of a run. We're now properly a year into the run. I'd like to take some measures to avoid immersing myself too deep in the soup. At least early on. I'm actually gonna go ahead and get ready to wind down here. So, just before that though, let's go ahead and throw down... Well, not keep this. I'm just going to create... I'm going to say I'm creating a new temple so I can look at our pantheon. See if anyone is particularly popular. We have Baal Bulbid Blossomed. God of Rebirth. Sod. God of Theft and Food. Pharrell. God of Fishing, Fish, and Water. Kadol. God of Wealth. Nicole, the Dust of Snot, God of Death, Blight, and Trade. Usib Supper's Doors, God of Jewels, Minerals, Metal, Crafting, and Labor. Sirab the Sweltering Boulder, Mountains, Volcanoes, and Fire. Sodal Guard Stockades, God of Fortresses. We have the Dominion of Fences. I guess these are organizations within, rather with the gold text here, rather than being specific beings. Yeah, this is a religion of Guarded Stockade. Fellowship of Gold here is a religion of Kadol, so we could either use the existing religion or just directly dedicate a shrine to the deity. Communion of Dawning? Where also, I guess, the religions specify one aspect of the god in question if they have many things in their portfolio. The Fellowship of Gold only cares about Kadol as an embodiment of wealth. Well, Kadol is only wealth, never mind. Maybe they would cover more things. And Lomoth Tombsburn, the fated something. Death God. These names and more. You love to see theft and food be considered close relatives. Bread is crime. Such is the way of things. You steal from the earth and get away with it. By those deeds you prosper. Alright, good. first encounter with the new UI, the new presentation, the new everything. New dwarfs!